Hey everyone, it's Peek. Welcome back to the channel today, and welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video. Today it's going to be all about Gardevoir. Gardevoir just came out, just launched right now, and first things first, we're going to kind of walk you through its abilities, its kit, its passive, every little interaction things, and I do believe I'm qualified to do this as I was tied for rank 1 in terms of the Gardevoir players, 100% win rate in the closed beta that happened back in March. So definitely have a lot of experience on Gardevoir and hope to help you all out as you're looking to play it here now that it's launched. So let's just take a look. Shout out to Cerebi for this information ahead of time. First things first is its ability. It's synchronized. So basically what this does is if you get hit with a condition or a movement speed decrease, such as from the buff, from the red buff or something like that, that will also reflect back onto the opponent. So it's actually really nice for getting away. If someone's trying to slow you with an ability, that same slow is actually applied to them. Now, of course, this does go on cooldown. It's not just constantly triggering, but it does come in a lot of handy for a very squishy Pokemon such as Gardevoir. So definitely keep this in mind. Play off of your synchronized ability. I'd say that's going to be your #1 tool for kind of kiting out enemies and just getting away from sticky situations. So it's a bonus basic attack, lowers the opponent's special defense. So something you can really do as Gardevoir, and it's also AoE, which means it hits more than one target in an area where it impacts. So what you can do as Gardevoir is actually prepare a boosted auto attack just by auto attacking twice, and then basically you prepare the third auto attack to launch at an enemy and then use your abilities for extra damage because their special defense will be lowered and all of Gardevoir's abilities do special damage. So you'll want to keep that in mind. Definitely play around your boosted basic auto attack because that'll just really help you get a bunch of extra damage in your lane or wherever you find yourself in Pokemon Unite. So you start it with an ability called Confusion. It hits damage. You can line it up to hit multiple APOMs. So keep that in mind as you're lining it up in lane, as you kind of can just step to the side and hit opponents. I'll kind of show you that in the practice training room as well. So the first ability, one of the upgrades for ability 1 is Psychic. After hitting an opposing Pokemon or traveling its maximum distance, this is kind of like a pointed directional AoE you'll see. Ability you'll see. It creates a circle that deals damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect, which decreases their movement speed. Not the best skill, I think. I think Moonblast is a little bit better. Let's read about that. This is a similar thing. You point it in a direction and it does some distance, and it also pushes you back a little bit. So it just gives you a little bit of extra space between you and whoever's attacking you or whatever you're attacking, and whatever the first thing it hits is actually stunned. So really nice for locking opponents down briefly, and whatever is behind that Pokemon or that target in a cone behind it, it actually does damage. So really nice for hitting groups of enemies and stunning the person who's in the very front. Super nice. So as far as its second abilities, you will get Teleport to start off with. This really helps you survive as Ralts because Ralts just gets blown up very easily. Super low defenses, super low health. You'll want to definitely use this to get out of bad situations. If you find yourself out of position, you do kind of get a free oopsie button in the form of Teleport. But once you upgrade that at level 6, you can choose either Psyshock or Future Sight. Psyshock is kind of similar to Greninja's Water Shuriken, where you can actually move while you're using it, and it does damage 3 times in front of you. You'll kind of see when I show you in the practice area. And the second option is Future Sight, which is really such a good ability. You'll see once you get it upgraded, if you hit it, it resets the cooldown entirely. So you can actually chain this ability over and over again, provided you keep hitting it, and it provides a lot of damage. This is Future Sight and Moonblast is definitely the build I'd recommend on Gardevoir. That's certainly the build I will be going most of the time. And last but certainly not least, probably one of the best Unite moves in the game is Fairy Singularity. It basically creates a black hole wherever you ground target it, and it sucks Pokemon in, does a ton of damage to them, and then kind of pushes them out at the very end. So really good for using at the Zapdos choke point on the right side of the map where enemies will funnel in. You just throw your black hole of doom there, and yeah, it's honestly crazy. So that's basically the abilities. You'll see here, like, very high offense, very low endurance. That pretty accurately reflects what the deal is here. So let's actually go over to the game, and you'll see server updated. So we're going to restart, and I'll see you guys in just a second when we're back in the game. Okay, so we're back, and Gardevoir apparently costs 8,000. I actually thought it was going to cost 10,000, so we're just going to grab that with coins. And here we go. Gardevoir unlocked. Ranged attacker, difficulty intermediate. I don't think that's probably exactly correct, although its kit is like fairly simple. So we are going to go into the practice area, and I'm gonna make this my new favorite because, quite honestly, I really like Gardevoir, and it's just such a fun game, or such a fun character to play, excuse me. So we're just gonna hop into the practice area and kind of showcase you these different abilities that Gardevoir has. Oh, I see she actually has a skin automatically, which is super nice. Or I guess with the launch, not automatically. But good to see that when they release a new Pokemon, they're actually releasing a skin with it. I think that's really cool, actually. So we're going to go with that, and we can just go against a Charizard. I think that's fine. And I think this Charizard has a Soul Vest equipped because I was testing some other things before anyway, so this actually kind of works. So what I kind of want to just show you here is the different abilities of Gardevoir and kind of how you can best use them. I'll show you two different builds. First off, I'm going to show you the build that I would go, which is Moonblast and Future Sight. I just think it's the better build, but in terms of how you use these skills, I'll definitely show you kind of what you can do. But what I want to show you first is if you're laning with Gardevoir, I'll just actually go further down the lane here. I'll kind of show you. Oh, I should probably switch my monitor over to HDMI so I'm not playing on lag. So basically what I'm talking about here with confusion is you can line it up to hit both of these. So of course you're probably like 99% of the time going to be in a lane as Ralts. So definitely just use that opportunity to, you know, multiple hit these. And I think as well, let's just actually see. I believe you can charge up a boosted auto attack before you get there and do something like this. Let's just make sure we have it charged. And you can do something like this to lower the special defense of those A-Palms and just do a little bit of extra damage with your confusion. So hopefully that should help you kind of know how to lane. It's pretty straightforward, but the damage is pretty good. And you'll see like you do kind of have that, oh no, I'm getting fire spin button. Wow, this feels really good on Switch actually. So yeah, teleport, very good skill. So let's just level ourselves up here to max, just so we kind of have everything. And I will just turn my move cooldowns off so I can use those more. And I'll probably make the opponent invincible as well. So what I'm going to show you first is Future Sight and Moonblast. And let's take the Unite move, upgrade those. Of course, we're going to be level 15, so we're going to be hitting a lot of damage. But the basic combo for Gardevoir is just going to be, you're going to want to hit this, and that will just stun the A-Palm. You see there, they were stunned for a brief moment. Let's do it on a Combee as well. You see the first enemy it hits is stunned, but the rest of the Pokemon behind it take damage. So you'll see we stun the Vespiquen that time, and the Combee behind it takes damage. You'll see again. There we go. So basically, it hits damage in a cone behind the person you're hitting. You can even see that in the animation there. It shows, like, it does a little bit of a spread, little fan-shaped with the damage when using Moonblast. So definitely keep that in mind. And in terms of Future Sight, you'll see it has a little bit of a delay. You cast it on the ground, and then boom, a lot of damage. So the basic combo is stun them with Moonblast and then hit him with Future Sight. That's pretty much how that's gonna go. And I'm actually gonna make myself invincible too, so I'm not just dying to this level 6. So yeah, that's pretty much the damage. And of course, like, it backs you up just a little bit. You'll see you get a little bit of distance. I guess if you were spamming this over and over with infinite cooldowns, you know, would get a little bit of distance there. But yeah, essentially very good for last hitting minis. You see, it just does a lot of damage. I mean, obviously we're level 15, so it's going to hit a lot, but yeah, it's just a crazy combo. So, and here's the Unite move. I think if we drag Charmander over here, we can showcase it dragging 2 enemies. It will just create a black hole, and you can also use Future Sight in that, which I would highly recommend, because that will just add to the damage that's happening to whoever gets dragged into your Unite move. So you can just spam, you know, Future Sight, do a ton of damage. Like anyone in that Unite move is pretty much going to die if you hit it with a Future Sight as well as the Unite move damage itself. So, and of course your teammates can pile on that as well, do a ton of damage, and it's just really good combo. And very fun to play. I think a lot of you will really find playing Gardevoir refreshing because it's just like a very different play style. It is extremely squishy, but the damage it can do is truly crazy. Let's just kind of show you here on a Dreadnought. Obviously, again, I'm level 15, so it's going to be melting it, but it's just, you know, the fact that you can get a reset on this, and you'll see, like, even if I turn limited cooldowns on, if I hit Future Sight, it just goes on cooldown immediately. You'll see 7-second cooldown, but if I hit it, anything with it, immediately off cooldown again. So it's just so crazy. You'll see I actually miss it there somehow. Oh, I think it applies to opposing Pokemon only. So yeah, it doesn't apply if you hit a wild Pokemon with it. But yeah, so you definitely want to be always in the team fights as Gardevoir, getting those Future Sight resets, and yeah, that sort of thing. So you'll see just all the resets, all the awesome damage. That is what Gardevoir is capable with that moveset. Let's check out the other one now. Okay, so we're back in the training lobby. This time we've leveled Sidekick and Psyshock, so kind of want to just talk about what those do. Psyshock is, like I said, kind of similar to Greninja's Water Shuriken, where you can move while using it. Very unique move in that sense. And you can, you know, move forward with it, move backward with it. It really just depends on where you're wanting to hit it. And as far as Sidekick goes, it basically, you know, it's a very long-range move, you'll see, and you can launch it, and it even doesn't have to hit an enemy Pokemon or a wild Pokemon. It can actually just launch forward, and it will still create a circle on the ground. So if you're wanting to just, like, kind of make sure this little moving circle, because as you see, it does move a little bit. If you want to make sure this, like, moving circle just kind of falls into a bush where an enemy is, you can just aim it at a bush. You don't necessarily have to hit anything, and it will still activate once it's reached its maximum distance. It's basically once it hits a target or when it hits maximum distance. You'll see right here it started the little moving circle right away because it hit a target, whereas if I launch it all the way, it will go the full distance and then start this little moving target of doom. So yeah, essentially Psyshock, something you're going to want to know about that is that once it's in its upgraded form, once you hit more damage with it, I believe each one in succession does more damage, right? Yes. So once you've upgraded this version, the more of these you're hitting, the more damage you're gonna do. So for example, if I just make sure I hit all of these on the enemy Charizard, it just it just scales up as damage. You'll see, let's see, 1,000, 1,000. Yeah, so it scales up just a tad. So pretty crazy that it can just increase in damage like that. And it's just, you know, it's a pretty fun skill. I personally think Future Sight just offers a little bit more to the team. And, you know, see there, it looks like the damage increase isn't actually that much if you're actually looking at how much it increased per hit. But, you know, every little bit counts in Pokemon Unite, especially when you're in huge team fights and doing damage to multiple enemies. So yeah, just these are the other moves, and gonna get suplexed by the Charizard. We'll see what they think of this being hit by multiple one of those, and you see just completely deleted. Obviously, I turned myself level 15, and you know that's gonna happen because my special attack would be like totally maxed out at this point in the match. But yeah, so just hope that kind of makes sense of what all the skills do for Gardevoir. I think now probably the best thing to do is just for us to take it into a match, kind of show you how I think Gardevoir should be played. Definitely a very backline styled character. So yeah, let's go find a match and hope we're able to lock Gardevoir faster than everyone else who's probably trying to play her. So we'll see you back when we're in the match. Okay, so we got a game with Gardevoir. We're going to be running Wise Glasses, Shell Bell, Energy Amp. just because I want kind of a little bit of the extra cooldown reduction. Obviously, my level 10 items are not really going to help me do a lot here, but I'm hoping that, you know, every little bit of CDR counts, and as well as just the extra damage after using your Unite move from Energy Amp, I think will help Gardevoir a lot, who just kind of like really combos off of that Unite move, which I should be able to get like at least 2, maybe 3 times in this game. Because, you know, you do evolve at level 10 as Gardevoir, which is a downside for sure. But you get a really strong skill at level 6 in the form of, you know, either Psyshock or Future Sight. So I think it kind of makes up for it. Like, obviously, you have to make sure you're playing safe and not hyper-feeding on Gardevoir. Otherwise, you're literally going to get to 10 at, like, the last 2 minutes of the game. And by that point, like, you're just really not able to make an effective impact on the game. So ideally you get to level 10 like as soon as possible. Here, let me put my controller under the desk so we can kind of not have that happen. So I will try and line up this confusion. You'll see you can hit both there. Super handy. And yeah, pretty decently fast clear from us. Of course, we'll start out with teleport as our second skill. And yeah, they probably secure this a little... Oh, yeah, okay. I was going to say, they probably secure that... middle core fish a little bit better than we do, unfortunately, and that's okay. No worries. They have an actual lane duo, whereas we're just kind of 2 damage dealers, hoping for a great gank at the start of the game. It's pretty much all we can ask for at this point. So let's see. I'm sure they've already taken their A-bombs. So at this point, I really just want to set up for this core fish that spawns at 9 minutes. Excuse me. Just gonna make sure I'm full health here. Precast on that. And again, I probably, what would actually have been better there is for me to have a boosted auto attack like I have right here, and then use my confusion just for the extra damage. Slightly extra damage. I mean, I feel like it probably doesn't reduce their special defense by that much, you know, but like every little bit counts, especially in a game like this. Unfortunately, I don't think we get like any of those, which kind of just really stinks, but oh. And yeah, my teammate's in a bit of a pickle there. They will flash out though. We will get this middle core fish, I guess, just because we like bullied them enough. But I want to make sure I don't die here because, yeah, as predicted, they could flash forward. And yeah, I could have saw that coming, which is why I teleported early. So I wouldn't have to use my flash, which was... Oh, we have a Nintendo Switch Pro Controller moment there, which is very bad for us, unfortunately. It just happens, the dead zones on this Pro Controller, sometimes it like swings back when you're kind of flicking an ability very quickly, which unfortunately as Gardevoir, you're going to have to be doing quite a lot because every ability is a skill shot. And that just becomes super complicated for having those Nintendo Switch Pro Controller moments. So yeah, let's just grab this core fish. We really just need to be safe right now. Unfortunately, we are kind of like dying across the map. And we don't really have that much we can take. I think, honestly... Oh, they're somewhere here. They must be down there. Yep. Okay, nice. Okay, so maybe this actually allows us to get these Vespiquen and Combies, which would actually be super nice. The Alolan Ninetales kind of overextends there just by kind of showing that they're down there. And hopefully our Haunter doesn't tunnel vision too much on that. And thankfully we're able to get this. I believe I'll do a ton of damage to that Zeraora, yep. And to this Alolan Ninetales, maybe I will catch the Crustle there as well. Nice. Okay, so pretty good. I just want to back out of here and get Dreadnought, though. That's the most important thing right now. Are they on it? No. Okay, so we want to make sure... How did they score that? I feel like over 12 should not be that easy of a score if you're like right there, you know. But I'm gonna hope that they're right there. Nope, they stealthed out somewhere. Unless I actually did hit them in stealth, which it looks like I did not. So just kind of zone them off here, and hopefully this allows us to just kind of take this. So I think one of the best things you can do as... Oh, and nice, I secure the little Audino there. So we're going to do that. Of course, we lose top, but obviously this is way more important of an objective. I'm really just afraid right now that we are going to lose this, which thankfully we don't. Okay, so I will be taking Mood Blast. As I mentioned, I do know that they're in this bush. I guess my teammates just, like, don't see that. Oh, they're dealing with Greninja. Okay, perfect. So now we can score. Oh, okay, nice. I was going to say, we just barely don't get it off. That would be so sad if we don't. And I will just try and throw out some damage and get out of here, because unfortunately my Machamp went a little bit too hard for me to be able to follow up on that, and that's just how it's gonna be sometimes. Sorry, buddy Machamp, if you're watching. I just couldn't be there for you quite like you needed me to. We don't have a berry here, so this is really risky for me. Okay, hopefully I hit the... I think we actually hit the Greninja there. No, it was the Cinderace, but I think we actually did some damage. Which was helpful. Okay, I'm just gonna try and get my ally out of here. They're just gonna die though, so we do a decent chunk of damage though. Although, why does the Zeraora feel like it has so much special defense? Weird. Okay, so at this point, not much for us to gain here. Oh, I will almost get knocked out by that. Okay, he's gonna flash out, or I guess wild or Volt Switch out. I think we can actually get this though. He's walking right into my trap card. Nope, I missed that because the Nintendo Switch Pro controller's sick. Oh, we will get scored here by the Greninja, but... Oh, barely missed that. I'm gonna guess you're there. Yep. I played Greninja before. I know how that goes. So we do have Dreadnought in 20. I kind of want to just stay down here, because the thing about Dreadnought right now is it's going to get me to level 10, which it's already... Oh, goodness. Hopefully that damage scares him. It does. Nice. Okay, so my team is not at all positioning for this objective. So what's my options here? Like, I know that Zeraora's probably still in that bush. Yeah, he's just shredding it. Okay, so Eldegoss, Zeraora down here. The best I can do right now is like try and just steal it, but I wasn't able to quite figure out the whole aim situation. There's so many buttons that you have to press in this game to like pan the camera and aim at the same time. I really can't wait to play on mobile, because it will just be so much better for that type of aiming, which is obviously just like a higher skill movement that you have to do. My Machamp is just pogging though, thankfully, so good job for you. That will get me level 10, so I have my Unite move, which we want to use, I don't know, maybe like actually wait until the Zapdos fight, to be honest, because this is a really close game. It is super unfortunate that we lost that. Can we use Future Sight, please? That we lost the Dreadnought there, because I think we really would have benefited from that experience. And holy cow, my team is really going a little bit too hard here. Please don't tell me I have to Unite move this, because I really don't want to. Okay, that's a mistake of a Unite move for sure from Greninja. No reason to use a Unite move there. He gets nothing out of that, and we just get a ton of damage. I get the KO on Greninja there in the back. I will stun Zeraora here, hopefully get some damage. I'm just going to flash out just so I don't get frozen, because that combo can do some serious pain to me. I believe Gengar will pick that up. Okay, will you though? Okay. I was like trying to zone people for this Gengar, but it turns out they're not actually going to be able to do it. But they got it in the end, so nice. Okay, so really best we can do right now is take these bees, I think, and kind of zone people off. Our Machamp is really popping off right now. Okay, so that is Crustle Unite move. So 100% we get out here. 100% we just reset. We get ready for the Zapdos. I'm actually going to ping it for my teammates so they know that I just want to reset, make sure we have a good Zapdos fight, because I can totally win this fight with the Unite move. As I said, like, it's unfortunately you get it at level 10, because sometimes you're only going to have a game like that where you get only one. So I think the move here is to 100% use the Unite move here. Oh, beautiful. We lock them all down there, and we're still not able to get some kills here, unfortunately. Why is that? Okay, there we go. I was going to say, I feel like we were doing so much damage there. Okay, why are we not taking this? They're on respawn. We should 100% be taking this. All 5 on respawn. No reason not to take the Zapdos at this stage of the game. And yeah, we do get the surrender. So wow, as you can see, like, Gardevoir's Unite move is actually crazy. Like, literally insane. It just turns the tides of battle like that, like crazy. You can see a super close game. It was gonna come down to the Zapdos fight, and like probably top 3 team fighting ults for Gardevoir. So yeah, like, obviously a very low scoring game all around. Games like this are going to be like that. I mean, especially once they forfeit right when they get Zapdos, like it would have been like a 600 point game. But anyway, Gardevoir's super strong. as you can see, different things you're able to do as Gardevoir really just help you benefit the team with crazy amounts of damage. Like, I really like Future Sight there. I think I showcased quite a few kills where, you know, it shows off the huge range that Future Sight has, your ability to pick off targets that like think they're actually out of range of the team fight, but you actually just boom, hit them with a Future Sight out of nowhere, and they're not able to react in time, and they just die. That last like 20% of their HP or so can just be erased completely using Future Sight. So I really like this build, Moonblast and Future Sight. Try it out if you want. I already showed the items, but yeah, I was running special attack specs, Shell Bell, and Energy Amp just for the extra Unite damage afterwards, which you saw I got quite a few Future Sight resets from that giant group pull of a 4-man Unite move that we got on Gardevoir. So I think all in all, Gardevoir is a super fun character. Definitely going to be the character I'm playing the most here now that it's out. I've been waiting for this character for a very long time. I will certainly be excited to play it in September when the mobile controls come out, because I just think it'll be a little bit easier to aim stuff on it on there. But yeah, so anyway, try out Gardevoir if you haven't already, and hopefully this guide helped you just understand how to play Gardevoir and how it can serve its team best. Especially in endgame Zapdos fight like that. I think the Unite move just, I mean, that Unite move speaks for itself, right? So have a good day, everyone. I will see you in the next video tomorrow for another daily Pokemon Unite video. And again, thanks so much for watching. I really love you guys. The support has been insane. Can't say that enough. Okay, I'm gonna go. Love you guys. Bye.